And how about the leader, Robbie Gordon? Half a lap now from the checkered flag. Does he have the gasoline to make it to the stripe?
This is the Discover Car Countdown to Green as we get ready to go racing.
With the cheers from Indianapolis still echoing across the racing world, the Winston Cup Series is ready to attack the road course at Watkins Glen. Brickyard 400 champion Kevin Harvick became an instant star when he took the seat of the late Dale Earnhardt. Last Sunday, he followed in Earnhardt's footsteps, standing in victory lane at Indianapolis. Now the chase for the Winston Cup comes to New York. It's a new week, and for the stars of NASCAR, another challenge. 18 drivers broke the old track record in qualifying, led by four-time Watkins Glen winner Jeff Gordon. He's with Marty Snyder.
And Bill, Jeff Gordon starts first. The last time he did that at Watkins Glen, he finished first. Jeff, is the car good enough to do that again today?
It's definitely good enough. It's a great car. Friday was really awesome for us, but that was only half the battle. I mean, we definitely had to work hard to get the balance right for the race, but I think we're going to be in good shape if we can just keep it up front, and it takes a lot to do that.
The week was pretty cool. Just to take in what we'd done and accomplish as a team was really neat for me personally and the whole RCR organization. So it was a lot of fun, and I got sick during the week, so I didn't get to enjoy it as much as I had, and really feel a lot better today. So looking forward to what the GM Goodwrench car can do today at Watkins Glen here.
No bricks, just curves here at the Glen. He starts 11th. Bill?
Everybody getting a ride, Matt. Here's a look at the NASCAR Top 10. Kenseth has the largest lead in the championship standings since the season finale of 2001. Michael Waltrip jumps up to 5th. 158 points separate 4th and 9th. Rusty back in the top 10, 25 points ahead of 11th place, Robbie Gordon. Ryan Newman had a scary moment in practice here on Friday. This frightening crash. Ryan was not injured and was very frustrated with the response time of the track safety team, and said once they did get their quote, they didn't have a clue what to do, unquote. It took 1 minute and 22 seconds for the first crew worker to reach the car. Ryan said he will be vocal about the situation because it's his butt in the car.
Now for the most famous words in racing, our Grand Marshal, Tom Purvis. Tom?
Gentlemen, please start your engines.
"90 laps around the 2.45-mile course today makes up the distance as the pace truck heads for pit road. And we are set to the green flag here at Watkins Glen. Kevin Harvick, 3. How about 4 wide into turn 1?
Oh, almost contact between the 16.
There
was contact. Jeff Gordon, the leader. I think maybe he and Biffle made contact getting down in the corner.
Remember in New Hampshire, they had a little confrontation about Gordon and Biffle getting back on the lead lap? Wow. They said it was settled. Maybe it's just flared up again accidentally. Jeff Gordon has continued away. The track is clear. We stay under green. The inner loop, or the bus stop, as some people call it.
And if you get in that gravel pit, it becomes a rest area.
Pretty deep.
Pretty deep rest area.
Here's the out. Oh, Kyle Petty in trouble at the inner loop. That's on the outside of the track, so he didn't even get through the corner.
Yep, Gordon definitely got booted. And it wasn't like that he was really slowed down at that point either. Getting through the corner pretty good.
They got flat out on the gas to keep that thing from getting off into the gravel trap.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, he did a fantastic job in keeping that car not get stuck in the gravel.
Here it comes. Wow. Look at that.
And that's a slow part of the racetrack.
Yeah, I can't figure that one out.
Wonder if Sterling Marlin got it. No, that's on the pipes.
Good. No, that's not good at all, because the smoke, when it comes out the tailpipe like that.
Terminal.
Matt?
Radio conversation between the team and Sterling. They've told him to take the car to the garage to see if there's anything they can do to try to fix the car.
No, I mean, if it's any consolation, this Taylor spotter, I just couldn't get stopped. I was sliding the tires. I mean, I feel terrible.
Greg Biffle leads. Mark Martin is second. Kurt Busch is third. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is fourth. And Rusty Wallace is fifth. Then the big mess from sixth on back that they've now sorted out into single file.
Yeah, you really have to be single file up through the S's here, because cars that run side by side through the S's are going to lose a lot of time. They're going to lose a lot of speed. You can't run through there flat out when you're side by side.
Here comes Ryan Newman.
He's trying to get by in the inner loop. The bus stop.
Here comes Casey Mears in sixth, and then Robbie Gordon in seventh. A couple laps ago, we talked about some smoke from that car in that corner. Dave, what are they telling us from
I checked with Kevin Hamlin, his crew chief, Alan, and he watches the same broadcast we are showing to keep up with his driver around the track. He said he didn't see anything unusual. Could have been a momentary lock of the tires as he now tries to pass Casey Mears. Been working on him for a few laps, and he's going to get him in turn one. No problems reported on the 31.
All right, so Robbie Gordon up to sixth, and Casey Mears back to seventh.
Well, he's going to hold second all the way through. That's that different gear change I guess Marty was talking about.
They probably shift to fourth.
No, that's
third
actually
gear.
Third gear, yep. And then he'll probably maybe hold third or get into fourth just for a second. Nope, he's going to wind it out.
It's probably about 9,500 RPMs, and third gear is what normally would be the fourth gear position. It is 1-to-1.
Kevin Harvick needs forward bite. They change 4 tires, reducing the air pressure. Fire in the back of the 29. He leaves the pits and gets out of here.
Now that's a burnout.
Fuel can.
But the fuel can, the guy threw the can down and it is on fire.
See the safety workers there attempting to extinguish the blaze.
Now pit road has to be closed right now.
We're still under green, Benny. Now the caution comes out so they can close pit road. Caution is out. The leader's already gone by the start-finish line. Man, look at that thing.
There's the catch can laying on the pit road.
You got the headers coming out, or the pipes coming out the side where they put the gas.
Look at that. He must have spilled some gas when the can disconnected from the car.
Right.
And my guess is that the guy putting on the lug nuts on the right rear, there was a spark. When the socket touched the nut, there was a spark that set that fire off, I would guess.
Second is P.J. Jones. Third is Kevin Harvick. Fourth is John Andretti. Fifth is Ron Fellows. Then Wharton and Jeff Burton. Sixth and seventh, and Michael Waltrip eighth.
Whoa, man.
Oh, getting all jammed up behind them.
Yeah, P.J. Jones was down there on the inside.
Harvick's got problems. That's Harvick off the gas, top of the screen.
It's like the engine blew up or the transmission broke or something on the 29 car.
All right, let me try and make sense of this all for you. The cars that did not pit under the caution flag were Scott Pruitt and P.J. Jones. They've not yet stopped in the race. The next 4 or 5 cars all had pitted under the green just before the caution came out, didn't stop under the yellow, gained all the track position. Worked out perfectly for them.
Worked out absolutely perfectly for them. We saw John Andretti in the 0 car, very slow through the inner loop. And Bill was going to try to go by Mikey as well.
That's going to be for 6th place. And 2nd place ahead, Jeff Burton still working on P.J. Jones.
He's got him. Little damage on Ron Fellows' car too there in the right rear.
Yeah, the 1 car. He took something with him when he left.
The gas can. You see it looks like an elephant's trunk. He's trying to shake that thing loose. It finally does come loose, but it lays down on the middle of pit road. But he left his pit box with equipment, which means he had to come back in.
So Todd Bodine running back in 40th position now, though he is on the lead lap. Junior for 2nd spot. Check that 3rd spot.
Ooh, that's a tough place to pass right there.
Oh. PJ not giving it up.
No.
Junior gets him.
How about Ricky Craven? We had to look a pretty good ways back to find Ricky in this one. 36th place. Matty?
Went out in the 32 pit during those round of pit stops. Very close. Now the 32 car of Craven came in. He came in at a different angle because Jimmy McMurray was already in. Catch cam man Steve Williams making a wedge and track bar adjustment. Now McMurray's service already completed. As he leaves, he pinches Steve Williams between the bumpers of the 32 and McMurray's Dodge. He was okay, though, and his wife, Melissa, he is okay. He told me to tell you.
You ever see the 39 car making a pit stop, so the 99 of Jeff Burton takes the lead.
There's a little bit of trouble on the front. There's a crash.
Off the final corner, it's Christian Fittipaldi, and the caution flag is out. You know, we don't have a warning track before you get to the wall here at Watkins Glen.
Steve Park trying to get under Christian in the 30 car, and yep, a little bit of a bump.
You are right.
And Steve Park spun out.
And those big styrofoam blocks, the initial safer barrier put up here at Watkins Glen several years ago to really cushion a blow that a driver might take. That's a heavy impact. Burton's hold on the lead, a little bit tenuous right now, though. Dale Jr. with a lot of pressure. It's Robbie Gordon back in traffic.
Here's Junior going for the lead. Turn 10, trying to look on the inside. Can't quite make it.
Now, if he can just stay close enough to him right here, he'll make his move down into turn 1, but you've got to be right on his bumper right here.
Sharply downhill into turn 1.
Not quite close enough to be able to, because you really need to go in one car length deeper in order to get beside him for turn 1 to be your corner. He just wasn't close enough that time.
20th NASCAR Winston Cup race here at Watkins Glen, and up in the front, a new leader. The 8 and the 99 battling, and now trouble elsewhere on the track. Alan.
As Junior comes back, Tony Raines has trouble. Junior takes the full course caution at the start-finish line, the 4th one of the race, while the 74 of Tony Raines is going to limp back around and head for the garage. He was running 35th at the time.
And Tony's going back to the garage area with a very, I think he's hot.
All right, here is the pass for the lead with Junior squeezing by Jeff Burton just seconds before we came back.
Comes off the carousel, gets him a good run to turn 10, gets on the inside and just simply outbreaks him and doesn't wheel up, just does it perfectly. Goes on in the front.
And the crash, Tony Raines, 74 car. Ooh, he and Terry Labonte hooked. Look at that. Ouch.
Another shot. There we see Tony.
Not often you see him crash on the straightaway.
I was just going to say that.
Had a good restart. Made the dive into turn 1. Uh-oh, Boris said. Trouble on the backstretch and the whole field charging at him.
Oh, man.
Good job.
What a job.
Put me at the top of the S.
What a job by Boris.
And damage there on his left front corner.
Like you said,
he was running 10th at the time.
Bring it back, man. Nice and smooth.
So we get another look at it. Yeah, just clipped him. Robbie was probably flat through the S's, and Boris had to breathe it a little bit.
Yeah.
But the yellow light flashing there on a road course.
On board with Boris. And there's a little bit of a bump.
Yeah, you're not lifting at that part of the racetrack, so you can hear he grabbed 4th gear already, so Boris was already flat in the gas.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. leading his first laps on a road course in his NASCAR Winston Cup career. 39 of the 43 starters on the lead lap, 42 of the 43 starters.
Harvick taking a look at Jimmy Johnson. He's got the spot.
Tony up to 13th, Casey back to 14th. Here comes Matt Kenseth, your championship leader.
He's trying to get position on Casey. He's there. Oh! Did they make contact? Almost, if not.
Kevin Harvick trying to take advantage.
And does. Oh,
yeah,
and Kenseth has left front damage.
Yep.
Contact between the 17 and 41.
Wow, that's smoking a lot. He's going to have to come in and get that changed.
But you know what? I'll tell you what. If he can make that last another lap or so just to get into his fuel window,
it might not be a bad deal because then he can go the rest of the way without stopping again. And here he comes to pit road.
So this is with 40 laps to go in the race. And if they can't make the distance on fuel, that's going to be tough on the 17 car. Also, Casey Mears is in just in front of him. Dale Jr. Oh, got a car off. Rusty Wallace in the gravel trap.
And in the mud.
Oh, look at that.
Is he stuck?
He's going to be stuck.
Yeah, he's stuck. He can't get out of there.
We're off in 10, Billy, but I don't think he hit him.
I'm in the bottom.
That's at the inner loop. No caution yet.
Lost the brakes going in and went vacuum cleaner.
Vacuum cleaner. And the caution flag's out.
And again,
look at everybody coming onto pit road.
They were on pit road before the caution flag, before the pit road was closed.
If they can make it on fuel, what a brilliant move that was on all these crew chiefs' parts. Robbie Gordon's in. Ward Burton, Dale Jarrett. Dave?
The 29 car of Kevin Harvick is in. They're going to change 4 tires on his car. The rears were sliding. Robbie Gordon right behind him, his teammate. They're going to change 4 as well. Gordon off first. They may have just changed 2 guys. I couldn't see it.
All right, what happened to Rusty Wallace?
Well, I was a little premature in saying they fixed their brake problem. You heard him say he gets down to turn 10 and just doesn't have any brakes.
And you see all the mud. We've just had an enormous amount of rain here at Watkins Glen over the weekend. In fact, they had a lot of trouble trying to get some of the fans into the parking lots today. They've had so much water on the property. Now, resetting this strategy for you. 6 cars did not pit under this caution. Bobby Labonte, Ricky Rudd, Jamie McMurray, Johnny Miller, Paul Menard, and Jimmy Spencer. They hold the top 6 spots. You see the orange and black 31 car of Robbie Gordon. We saw him as first off pit road of the guys that made the dive in just before the caution came out. He is 7th in line, followed by Kevin Harvick, Casey Mears, and Jimmy Johnson. There were 12 guys in that group that made the dive there. Dale Jr., first off pit road of the guys that stopped under caution. He's in 20th place.
Oh, here they are, start fanning out. 3, 4 wide. Robbie Gordon dives on the inside of Spencer. But is the 04 Miller going to be in his way?
It's orange and black car is Robbie Gordon.
Robbie was smart enough to back off and let him go 2.
And for the lead, Ricky Rudd diving underneath Bobby Labonte as they go into the S's. Labonte shut the door on him. Bobby Labonte the leader, as Dave Burns said, coming to pit road. Ricky Rudd takes over the top spot.
And Tony Stewart for fuel only. Fuel only. He's over the line. He's over the line, so they'll have to push him back. Now they can service it. Now they can put the fuel in. He's on his way.
That cost him. That cost him.
Okay, so that's the last of the cars that did not stop under the last caution to come in and make a pit stop as far as the front runners are concerned. Robbie Gordon is now the leader. And the cars up front, for the most part, as we ride with Robbie, are the guys who dove onto pit road just as Rusty Wallace spun over into the gravel trap at lap 51, got their stop, and got back out onto the track. It's Robbie Gordon leading. Kevin Harvick is second. Gee, I seem to remember last time these two were running up front together in a road course race.
Out at Infineon, and Paul Menard is in 3rd spot in the 33 car, Andy Petrie's car.
He hasn't pitted yet. He should be coming in shortly.
Here on the 29.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. doing all he can inside that little red race car to pedal towards the front, currently running 5th. A minute ago, he told everybody on the radio, shut up, let me concentrate. I'm trying to track these guys down.
Pace truck's out in front of the field here at Watkins Glen for the 6th time in the race. The gravel trap got another one.
Todd Bodine.
That would be the hometown driver from nearby Chemung, New York, in the National Guard Ford, turn 1.
Goes down the corner, and looks like he got that wheel hop going.
Yep, sure did.
And he almost saved it. Just gets the front in the gravel.
Yeah, I believe we should be fine on the fuel. Ever since that last caution, we just been kind of cruising, and we really kind of thought we could make it from there anyway. So I believe he's really saved plenty. So we should be fine here on out with a single wire Chevy.
All right. So if Kevin Harvick does mount a charge, guys, he has enough fuel to fend him off.
Robbie got a good restart.
Here comes Scott Pruitt.
Pruitt's going to try to make a run on Harvick.
Harvick tried to block him, was not able to. He gets position.
Oh,
contact.
Got in too heavy. But 8 tires are better than 4.
Yes, sir.
Used Kevin to keep him on the track.
That's what I was talking about. This is the time. This is the easiest time to make that pass.
This is all the race for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Here's Harvick on Casey Mears.
Yeah.
This is the old 8 tires is better than well.
Yeah, no, Harvick, that was a great move on Harvick's part. I think Harvick has a better car than these 2 guys in a target car,
So much for a good finish for one. Uh-oh, Casey Mears was in 4th place. Not anymore. And Gordon here pressuring Kevin Harvick for 3rd. See the scoring serial on Jeff, just a steady climb to the front.
Boy, whoa! Boot there to,
excuse me,
Kevin Harvick.
I'm in a hurry.
Jerry Schweitz has a can of fuel. Greg Posney has a can of starter fluid, but they are not going to come in. They are going for it. Remember, they are not racing for points, just pride.
If he didn't run out right there in that last corner, it's too late.
They may as well put that stuff away.
Yeah. And you know, Jeff Gordon was
He's out of gas. 24 out of gas.
Oh, that's right. I thought he was right behind him last lap.
Oh, man, just after he went by the pit entrance. So how much can he sputter around the course on the last lap? And how many positions might it cost him? He's still running.
He ran out in one spot.
Yeah. And how about the leader, Robbie Gordon? Half a lap now from the checkered flag. Does he have the gasoline to make it to the stripe? Robbie Gordon seeking his 3rd career NASCAR Winston Cup win and his 2nd of 2003. The dive onto pit road as Rusty Wallace spun in front of him at lap 51 may turn out to be the key to victory today. It's all about track position these days, and he got it then by being able to pit before pit road was closed for that caution flag.
Coast from here.
Yep. 2nd win of the season for Robbie Gordon, the Road King. Today at Watkins Glen, he wins the Sirius Satellite Radio at the Glen. Look at Dale Jr. Jeff Gordon spins off the last corner. Jeff Gordon is spun coming to the checkered flag. He's not going to make it to the start-finish line unless he can fire it up. And look at all the cars coming by him and all the positions he's losing.
Did he spin or did he get hit?
He might have gotten hit because
he was out of fuel coming off turn 10, turn 11, and whoever was behind him just couldn't help, just ran right up the back of him.
I think it was
Junior was behind him at one time.
It wasn't Junior that hit him. It might have been Harvick or the 48 car. I'm not sure which.
And Jeff Gordon is going to finish in 33rd place.
Here comes through the corner. He's out of gas, but he's trying to keep the car going to get to the line, and there they make contact, and he once again moves over in front of the 29, and around he goes.
It cost Harvick a spot. Jimmy Johnson went by him. Was he trying to block him or just try and get out of the way?
I think he was trying to get out of the way, and Harvick, well, he obviously couldn't get around the left, so he turned back to the right, but in the meantime, he was all up in the back of Jeff Gordon.
If you look over here, we got some numbers on our dash, and we knew we were going to be close. We came in about 2 laps earlier, and we thought, kind of hoping we get some cautions later on. As soon as Rusty spun, Kevin and me were on the radio talking. He's like, come now, come now. That was the call. We needed that track position. Track position is so important. I'll be honest, first half of the race just kind of saved my brakes, saved the car. I don't know if we had the best car today, but we ended up winning the race, and that's what it takes to have a team.
Well, Kevin, first of all, tell us about the contact with you and Jeff Gordon coming to the checkered flag.
I think he ran out of gas, and I got into the back of him, and then he got sideways, and I hit him and spun him out. But, if you're out of gas, the best thing to do is get out of the groove.
I was trying to get out of his way, and when you're out of gas, you don't have many options, and, it's our fault for running out of gas, but I felt like, he was fighting a little bit too hard because it's pretty easy to pass me.
What a great drive, though, from the back, almost all the way back up to the front.
Doesn't mean anything now, though. That was one of the hardest I've ever driven a car. These last 2 weeks have taken a lot out of me and this race team, and last week we saw the results, and unfortunately today we didn't.
Robbie Gordon struggling more to get the cork off that champagne bottle than he did in the last few laps of this race as he won by 2 1/3 seconds over Scott Pruitt. You've been watching NASCAR on NBC.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.